Still need to work on shooting better from the three-point line, but KU still managed to pull it out in Kansas City. Here's the review. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Drew, better known as RockChalk01, and today, yesterday, whenever you're watching this, the 8th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks headed to Kansas City, Missouri for their annual Jayhawks shootout as they take on the UTEP Miners and ended up winning the ball game by a final score of 78-52. A little low scoring for the Hawks as they normally average around 80 points a game, so a little bit on the underside. But wow, what a performance by this Kansas team defensively. And the shooting numbers started to get better, but the only thing that was very, very shaky for the most part of this game was from the three. And I'm here to talk about it. So for any of you who do not know, I give positives and negatives about the game. I give a player of the game and a player who needs to improve. So without further ado, let's jump into this shit. So let's start with some positives, and one big positive was KU's defense. Boy howdy, KU played well, just guarding everything. For the entire game, UTEP shot terrible. They went 31% from the field, 13% from three, and they did shoot well from the free throw line, going 92%, but 31% from the field and 13% from downtown. That's insane. Excuse me. But I'm going to look at this. They shot better in the second half, but the first half was even worse. 30% from the field, 7% from the three-point line, going 1 for 14. Holy cow. That was great perimeter defense. So we did much better guarding the three and, forcing them to take bad shots. And then also KU shooting numbers were pretty much better, especially when you go and look at it from the field. KU did shoot 54% from the field and 75% from the line, which is much better numbers. We'll get to the three-point percentage a little bit later because, honestly, that would be one of the negatives that I have. Let's see. KU out-rebounded UTEP 40-29. KU had more points off turnovers, 13-10. Points in the paint was another big difference as KU won that one, 46-26. Fast break points was 16-11, and KU won the bench points, 27-12. So those were positives. Negatives, let's start with the three-point percentage, as KU did not shoot very well from the three in both halves. In the first half, KU went 2 of 8, which is 25% from the three. However, in the second, KU did shoot just a tad bit better, going 33% from three, 4 of 12. So for the entire game, KU went 30% from beyond the arc, making 6 out of 20. And another big thing was KU's turnover situation. Those double-digit turnovers caught up to Kansas, and KU actually had more turnovers than UTEP. KU had 16, UTEP had 14, so a little bit sloppier. And most of that came within the second half, so a lot more sloppy play went to the second half. But unfortunately for UTEP, they really couldn't capitalize, so those are my positives and negatives. My player of the game, and it is a tough one because there's two on my mind, but I'm going to go with the senior again. He's back on his, scoring ways, and that is OCH. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a huge block shot that went into the third row. He also had 31 minutes to play. Actually shot really well in this game. 9 of 12 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, and 3 for 4 from the free throw line. So 75 from the field, 67 from 3, and 75% from the free throw line. Can't say anything better than that. I mean, and he is the leading scorer for this team, averaging about 22, so he did kind of bump up that average just a tad, but he played great, and the other guy that I had in mind also played outstanding was Christian Brown, who had 20 points, 6 rebounds, a steal, and a block shot in 28 minutes of play. Had a little bit of setback, but still managed to score 20. But his shooting numbers, especially from beyond the arc and the free throw, kind of suffered. But he still went 9 of 13 from the field, and then 1 of 3 from 3, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So that's why I got to give it to Ochai Agbaji, and he's my player of the game. My player who needs to improve, and I'm going to give it to the super senior transfer, Remy Martin. Didn't score, and grabbed 3 rebounds, had 2 assists, and 2 steals, along with a block shot himself. But yeah, in 23 minutes of play, 0 for 4 from the field and 0 for 3 from 3. So we're getting closer to conference play, and if that continues to happen, KU is going to probably start losing some games very fast. So, and we don't want that. There's other people that I honestly could have gave it to. DeJuan Harris didn't score as well, but he did have 6 assists and 4 steals in 30 minutes, and he only took 1 shot. So I didn't give it to him. I could have also gave it to Jalen Wilson as well, but he actually had 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. So, and he also scored 3 points. But yeah, you know, I honestly have to give it to Remy Martin in this situation. So my player of the game, Ochai Agbaji. My player who needs to improve, Remy Martin. And that's going to do it for my review of KU versus UTEP. Again, the final score, Kansas 78, UTEP 52. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are 29 away from hitting my 100 subscriber goal at the end of the year. Also push that notification bell, tell your friends about these videos. And I should see you again for the next review. It's probably the biggest review of the season so far, as Kansas will be back in Allen Fieldhouse to take on their arch rival from the East, the Missouri Tigers, in the Border Showdown, which will be a fun game to watch because the rivalry finally gets renewed for a chance, and it's going to go for a 6-game series. So this will be happening very often, but the next review will be Kansas against Missouri. So until then, have a good day. Never ever bring exotic dancers to the field house. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.